This is a regular meeting of the Newburgh Enlarged City School District. I welcome everybody in the audience. I welcome everybody who may be watching our video feed, and we're going to move right into roll call.
Ms. Christine Bello.
Here.
Ms. Thomasina Bello.
Here.
Ms. Boucher. Mr. Bergarelli.
Present.
Ms. Burks.
Here.
Mr. Duray.
Present.
Mr. Howard.
Here.
Mr. Levenstein.
Here.
Ms. Politi.
Here.
Ms. Wang.
Here.
Thank you. We are going to move into item 1.2, which is very special employee recognition. Mr. Pinheiro is here to present to some of our employees.
Good evening. I'm not that tall. Good evening, everyone. My name is G. Pinheiro. I'm the Newburgh Teacher Center Coordinator for the Newburgh Enlarged City School District. Tonight, I'm here to recognize 6 of our teachers who have achieved National Board certification. This is a really extraordinary achievement, as only 1% of the teachers in New York, and New York has about 700,000 teachers that are nationally certified. Only 4% of the teachers in the entire country are nationally board certified. And currently, Newburgh has one of the largest cohorts, along with UFT, which is New York City, of teachers striving to achieve the highest standards in teaching. In New York, in 2024, New York had a total of 47 new national board teachers, and 6 of those are from Newburgh. I would like to thank the Newburgh Enlarged City School District, the Newburgh Teachers Association, who provide support for our national board candidates throughout the entire process. Through this collaboration, the Newburgh Teacher Center can assist by being able to offer a cohort of teachers annually. The support for this cohort is facilitated by some of our current national board certified teachers. Becoming a national board certified teacher is lengthy and challenging, and it is a very significant achievement, as it can take up to 5 years to achieve certification. Once certified, however, the journey is still not over, as every 5 years, if you want to, you have to maintain your certification if you want to stay as a national board certified teacher. I would like to thank our national board cohort facilitators. Melissa Higgins is here, and Sharon Kennedy is unfortunately not able to be with us tonight, who do a great job in supporting and guiding our candidates through this rigorous process of becoming a national board certified teacher. Now, let's recognize the teachers. When I call your name, if you guys could come up, please. So congratulations first, Tara LaPierre, who's certified in exceptional needs specialist, early childhood through young adulthood. Sharon Wagner, exceptional needs specialist, early childhood through young adulthood. Sorry. Oops. Jessica Torres, exceptional needs specialist. Catherine DeThomas, generalist, early childhood. For the next 2, I'd like to invite up Dr. Bunce, and congratulations to Dr. Bunce on her doctorate, who is a former National Board Certified Educator herself. She is going to honor the next 2 National Board Certified teachers. She played an instrumental role in hiring them and welcoming them to our school community, making this recognition especially meaningful. First is Christine Bowman, English Language Arts, Adolescence and Young Childhood, and Jacqueline Hall, English Language Arts, Adolescence and Young Childhood. And congratulations again, these are our 6 nationally board certified teachers for 2024. And I want to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving, and that's it. Thank you very much.
All right, next. We're going to move into executive session. Be it resolved that the Board of Education hereby recesses into executive session for the following purpose. Matters made confidential under the employment of particular employees or corporations, employment history of employees or corporations, collective bargaining under the Taylor Law, and to obtain advice from legal counsel. Can I get a motion and a second, please?
So moved.
Second. Thank you.
Ms. Thomasina Bello,
Yes.
Mr. Bergarelli,
Yes.
Ms. Burks,
Yes.
Mr. DeRay,
Yes.
Mr. Howard. Yes. Mr. Levenstein. Yes. Ms. Politi. Yes. Ms. Christine Bello.
Yes.
You good? You ready? Yep. We are back in public session, and we're going to have the Pledge of Allegiance tonight led by our student board member, Tina Wang.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please stand for a moment of silence. Thank you. Please be seated.
Thank you. Our next item is public comment on agenda items.
There's one person signed up to speak on agenda items, Mr. David Ryan. That's the only person signed up to speak. Is there anybody else that would like to address the board on agenda items? Please come to the podium. Seeing none, we'll move on to non-agenda items. The first person signed up to speak on non-agenda items is Mr. David Ryan. If there's anybody else that would like to address the board on non-agenda items, please come to the podium.
Thank you. We're going to move on to superintendent's update, item 5.1.
Good evening, and thank you. If I do not get an opportunity to tell you before we leave today, hoping everyone has a wonderful Thanksgiving holiday and enjoy your time with friends and families. I'd like to start off with something joyous today. We had an opportunity to celebrate many of our teachers and administrators who received tenure. It was an amazing event. We thank them for their dedication and their service, and we hope to continue with this wonderful tradition. So congratulations and thank you for your service. We've also had a great opportunity to visit a few of the elementary schools with Scholastic and the Knowledge Libraries. We had our ribbon cutting. The depth of knowledge libraries gives students an opportunity to learn more about the science of reading, phonemic awareness, and books that teachers can borrow from a dedicated space. It was so wonderful. We went around to the elementary schools, and we had Clifford, the big red dog, who accompanied us. It was really an exciting event. I also had an opportunity to sit on a workforce development panel with a few members of our community. The keynote was by Steve Newhouse, and it was really about workforce development, talking about our career technical educational program, and really understanding the future and the wave of workforce development and education as a whole. Thank you to those current and former board members who had an opportunity to come and enjoy and really learn a little bit about what's going on in Orange County and how our district plays a key role. Dr. Soto, could you speak a little bit about the CTE visits?
My pleasure, Dr. Manning Campbell. So we coordinated a few visits for our CTE students to our new CTE building, providing them with an exciting opportunity of their future learning spaces. This past week, we invited the photography students who were especially enthusiastic as they explored their new studio. They even launched drones to capture updated aerial visions of the construction project, and this adds to the dynamic real-world learning experiences to the tour. In addition, we had our Board of Education student representatives who had the valuable opportunity to meet directly with the construction managers. This interaction allowed them to gain firsthand insight of the project's development. They asked the most thoughtful questions, and hopefully walked away with a better understanding about the planning and the vision behind the new facility. These coordinated visits offered students a meaningful connection to their future programs and highlighted the district's commitment to innovative, career-aligned learning environments. And we have to thank Ms. Roaring, who persistently works with the construction managers in ensuring that our kids have this opportunity. So with that, we want to thank CS Arch and all of the construction managers for consistently including our students in this project and providing them with the most authentic learning experiences that bring their future pathways to life. Thank you, Dr. Manning Campbell.
Dr. Campbell. Thank you, Dr. Campbell. I think that's going back to what you previously said, workforce development. I think that's an incredible conversation for us to be having now with what's going on around our district, our community, county, and state. So if you could just talk about that and what you feel the role of our district will play in workforce development and what that looks like.
Sure. So, many of the organizations in the county across the nation are really worried about the takeover of AI and, careers and workforce. And so much of what we focused on as a district, we talked about the things that cannot be replaced by AI, which is what we are focusing on: interpersonal skills, communication skills, soft skills, team building activities. So that's what the district really focused on. When that question was posed, it wasn't necessarily about the work or the workforce or the jobs that are being taken away, just what is NECSD's role in preparing scholars for the future.
Thank you, Dr. Campbell.
Thank you. Dr. Freeman-Mack, could you speak a little bit? I unfortunately did not get to make the Boys and Girls Club ribbon cutting.
So the Boys and Girls Club ribbon cutting was really a very beautiful ceremony. It was a grand opening of their new location at the corner of Broadway and Grand Street. The building is absolutely remarkably beautiful. It was a really nice opening. There were a few of our board members that were there present, Ms. Politti and Mr. Howard. There were lots of community members there. Ms. Burks was there also, excuse me. Pardon me, Ms. Burks. There were a lot of other community members there as well. The Boys and Girls Club is really looking to offer supports in literacy for our elementary students as well as numeracy. And we look forward, and I know I say this for Dr. O'Grady, who's not present with us tonight. She's pretty excited about partnering with the Boys and Girls Club and furthering our relationship with after-school supports and other areas that we can support students with through the Boys and Girls Club for literacy and numeracy.
Thank you. We wanted to also share just a brief video about our progress with the CTE Center. We haven't named it yet. We're working on it. Jackie Manning Campbell, your superintendent. In May 2019, a supermajority of voters in our community approved a capital bond to fund key improvements across the Newburgh Enlarged City School District. A key part of that bond is the construction of a new career and technical education center. I would like to take an opportunity to provide an update on this project and to clear up any misconceptions that may be circulating in our community. Following some delays due to the COVID-19 pandemic and many leadership changes in the district, our current team has revived this project. After breaking ground in the fall of 2024, construction remains on track and under budget, and the center is slated to open for the first day of school just next year, 2026. There have been some questions regarding changes to the project. Although the look of the building may have changed, the focus and priority remain the same. Changes were made to the building design based on New York State requirements. This building will still house career and technical education programs. Plus, we are adding 4 new programs: HVAC, plumbing, dog grooming, and veterinary sciences. We appreciate our community's understanding as we made this necessary adjustment. The district's leadership team is firmly committed to this important project, which will provide our students with incredible opportunities to explore skilled trades and prepare for the challenges and opportunities of the future. Our scholars will be able to earn a wide variety of certificates that give them a head start on college and careers. In addition, the CTE Center will allow for smaller class sizes at the Newburgh Free Academy main campus, benefiting even those students who are not directly engaged in the center itself. We are excited to share the progress we've made on the CTE Center, and we look forward to providing more updates in the near future. For more information and project updates, please visit our district website. Once again, thank you to our community for approving the capital bond and allowing us to move ahead on this important project for our students.
Thank you, Mr. President. So first, I have a couple questions. Dr. Campbell, where is this video being shared? Who has access to this, and where is it going to in the community?
So tonight was the preview, so we will make sure that it's on the website.
Okay, I think that's so important. I just want to say congratulations. I'm so happy to see this, and I think our community needs to really see what is truly going on and what that anticipation looks like for September of 26. There's so much misinformation out there. There's so much negative narrative out there about what's going on with the CTE complex and the whole process. And I just wanted to commend you and your team for putting this video together so that our community, the Newburgh Enlarged City School District community, can be informed, because there's so many questions out there, and there's so many false narratives, and there's so much negative information being pushed out there purposefully. So congratulations, I love this.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Resolution 5.3, resolution to authorize the board president to execute a settlement agreement with Butler Construction Group Incorporated.
Thank you. Can I get a motion and a second on 5.3?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion on 5.3?
Mr. Bergarelli,
Yes.
Ms. Burks,
Yes.
Mr. DeRay,
Yes.
Mr. Howard,
Yes.
Mr. Levinstein.
Yes.
Ms. Politi,
Yes.
Ms. Christine Bello,
Yes.
Ms. Thomasina Bello.
Yes.
Thank you, and thank you, Dr. Manning.
Thank you. That concludes my items.
All right, moving on to Board President, 6.1, resolution for second reading and adoption of Newburgh Free Library policies. These were a discussion item a couple of weeks back. Some of the corrections have been made in red. Okay, get a motion and a second on 6.1.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion on 6.1?
Ms. Burks,
Yes.
Mr. DeRay,
Yes.
Mr. Howard,
Yes.
Mr. Levinstein.
Yes.
Ms. Politi,
Yes.
Ms. Christine Bello,
Yes.
Ms. Thomasina Bello,
Yes.
Mr. Bergarelli.
Yes.
Thank you. We're moving on to 6.2, board member community activity. If we could get that up and open up the slideshow. Thank you. This is something we're doing every 4 weeks. I think this is the third one. There's a little bit more detail in this one. The theme of the board is unity in our community, and the focus is in our community. And there's several ways you could do that, but what we're trying to do, and some people have more time than others, so it's not a contest, but it's actually be in the community, go to events, and meet people where they are, our students, our faculty, our administrators. So that is a goal. Go to the next slide, please. I thought I'd refocus us, and probably going to do this every meeting, but there is a reason we're here. There's a mission and a vision, and we don't talk about it very often. It's on our website and many other places, but the mission is, as the Goldback community, we will educate and empower our students to build their futures and support their community. That mission is shared by people at every level within the district. It doesn't matter if you're a security guard or the superintendent. The mission is the same. Our mission is education and empowering our students. The vision is, what are we trying to create? Where are we going? And the vision is creating choice, voice, choice, and opportunity for impacting the future of all Goldbacks. And we just had a very short presentation. We had a video. Dr. Soto spoke about the CTE building. When you look at choice and opportunity, that's what we're building here. That's the vision, and we're carrying out the vision. If we go to the next slide, please. So I've been doing this a couple of times, and why do we do it? It's very important for visibility and presence. I believe if you're a public official, you've been elected, you should meet the people that elected you and get out in the community. So to demonstrate that many board members are actively involved across schools and events. For transparency, to show the community that many board members support the district beyond just meetings. When you go out and meet people, be it at a trunk or treat or in a classroom, people are happy that you're there. I'll say in most cases they're happy that you're there, but we're showing our support. Celebrating students and staff, and I think this is, out of all of them, this is the most important. I'm still learning, but it is an amazing district. The amount of things that we do here is just mind-boggling. We went on a tour yesterday of Heritage, or yesterday, and the young lady that was giving us a tour, National Honor Society, just asked her, what do you want to do? She's going into our nursing program. She wants to be a nurse. That's so nice, but the fact that we have a nursing program that she can go into is very, very special. Strengthening relationships. And I put dispel rumors and mistrust. Mr. Howard kind of just alluded to that also. But reinforces our commitment to being accessible, informed, and connected. When you're out of the community, oftentimes people come up to you and say, I heard blank. And it may be confidential, and you say you can't respond. Or it might be something very simple about the CTE building that you can respond to and say, no, that's not really what's happening. Let me explain to you what's happening. So it gives you that role to be right in front of people. And it supports the district goals. We're a team. The board is not separate from the district. The board is there as a support mechanism. We are governance, but there's not a lot of daylight between the board and the district. So we align with their engagement with priorities like community partnerships, climate, and culture. But, you know, we're out there, and if you go to the next slide. So since the last update, we took a site visit to the main locker room project, Mr. Bergarelli, Mr. Howard, myself. This is important that we do that. We're spending taxpayer dollars. We have an obligation and a responsibility to make sure our students are getting the best they can. And I think we'd agree that this locker room is coming out beautiful. It might be a little bit behind schedule, but it's going to be a place our students, our athletes, are going to be extremely proud of. On 10/29, same day, GAM's Trunk or Treat. I wish I had a video of Mr. Howard giving out candy. I have to tell you, I don't think I've ever seen anybody so happy in my life to give out candies. And if you're a good student, you got 2 pieces, and he asked 3,000 kids. It was just so much fun to meet so many people at such a fun event. The night was beautiful, a little cold, but that's kind of what you expect in the fall. Just an outstanding event. It was just so much fun. If we go to the next slide, please. Valesgate Student Awards, I attended a couple of those. The Word of the Month was responsible, and they were giving out awards to the kids, 2 in each class. I'll tell you that many of our elementary schools, the joy that's in our schools is incredible. When these kids start singing and dancing, it was pajama day. Fortunately, nobody told me, but it was just a great day. Same day, a totally different end of the spectrum. Dr. Manning, Dr. Freeman Mack, our FACE team put together something called to action. And that was in response to the tragedy that occurred on October 9th within our community. And instead of just talking about it, they put together a program that brought many people in from the community, from law enforcement, from the district attorney's office, from our kids, our MBK fellows, all in the same room. And what we learned is we're all operating in silos. Everybody has a program, but not everybody's talking to one another. So how could we pool our resources? What could we do within the community to prevent this sort of thing, to identify these sorts of behaviors a little earlier? Also, what came up is the students were saying, hey, we have nowhere to go. We have no events to attend. There's no more mall. There's no more movie theater. Stay tuned. We had a second meeting yesterday, but these are the type of things that are being discussed. So Greater Newburgh Parks Conservancy, they're the great donor for us, and Mr. Levenstein attended on a Saturday to help with planting. NFA West student exhibitions, Mr. Howard, Mr. Levenstein, Mr. Bergarelli, myself. I think it's probably the hardest thing to talk about is yourself, and these kids stand up for 45 minutes with a PowerPoint, with digital aids. Just, it's incredible, and they speak about their strengths and they speak about their weaknesses, and it's just an amazing thing to watch, especially depending on what grade you're looking at, how they progress. Newburgh Armory, again, a little different, Orange County Department of Health early reading program. We're going there, we're observing, we're trying to learn what they're doing and how we could align with it. Library committee meeting, that was Mr. Bergarelli and myself. Agenda setting is Mr. Levenstein and myself. Next slide, if you could, please. Meadow Hill Veterans Breakfast. So this was a fantastic event, but I'll preface it by saying all over the district, there was an amazing amount of events geared toward our veterans. And often we hear, hey, nobody's paying attention, or what are they doing in schools about veterans? A lot. We're doing a lot. And this was just, again, so much fun to go to. There was maybe 50 veterans, and every single kid in the school was involved. They were either singing, giving out notes, serving food, doing poems. It was just a great event, and you could tell it was well appreciated by the veterans. Also, one of the teachers in the school built a 3-tier cake, baked a 3-tier cake, just gorgeous. So it was a real nice event. I went over, same day, the library adult math class, not well attended, but it's an effort by the district to have adults, parents, learn the math that their students are learning in school. NFA football, same night, Mr. Howard, Mr. Bergarelli, myself. Next slide, if we could. One of the things I like doing as board president is meeting with the student board members. We do that every couple of weeks before the meeting to get feedback on the previous meeting, things that are on your mind, and we also, when I say we, Mr. McCoy goes with me, and go over the agenda for the following night so it's not a surprise to anyone. There was a BOE meeting on the 12th, meeting at the Newburgh Teacher Center on the 13th. Next slide, if you could. Chicago, great play done by our students, as always. Well-attended, Mr. Levenstein, Mr. Bergrelli, Ms. Boucher, the following night, Ms. Politi, always one of the banner events in the district. Ms. Politi keeps on running, Girls on the Run, 5K. Valesgate Steam Night, board president and my sidekick, my grandson, but it was just a great night for what looks like fun, but is really learning. It was really very, very well done. If we go to the next slide, this was fantastic. 3 ribbon cuttings for the Scholastic Knowledge Library. And Clifford, the big red dog, turns out he's not real, but he had to, I think most amazing, put this costume on 3 times during the day and go through the halls and celebrate with these kids. But the enthusiasm of the principals, the teachers, the children, it was just contagious. It was a great day. We can only do 3 ribbon cuttings, but I believe this is in each of our elementary schools. Next slide, if we could, please. Newburgh Armory, once again, we had to go back and we're learning. Go to the next slide, if you could. This was wonderful. NFA North Student Council meeting, the awards ceremony, Mr. Howard, Mr. Levenstein, myself attended, and we got to see our student board members at the front of the room. Ryan received a gift, a gavel. It was engraved. Tina and Ms. Morales received engraved pens, just very, very nice. And I believe that's a tradition. Yeah. Fostertown, we went to Beauty and the Beast. Fostertown's always amazing because every kid in the class is involved some way in this, in these productions. Everyone's involved, and just wonderful to watch. Thanksgiving food distribution, also done at the BOE through the FACE team. Dr. Mack, Mr. Howard, myself were here, and it was food distributed with dignity. All right, I'll say that. We have people within our district that need a little help, and the kids that were here, the ROTC, with plus many other volunteers, just a terrific bunch of young people. Next day was an NECSD recruitment event. I just stopped by to see how these things are done and check in. Next slide, if we could. Mr. Howard, South Middle School Mentoring Project as for 6th and 8th grade. We already mentioned Dr. Mack did this wonderful ceremony at Newburgh Boys and Girls Club, attended by Mr. Howard, Mr. Levenstein, Ms. Burks, Ms. Politi. There was a CSR panel discussion, which Dr. Manning mentioned. It was called Connect the Dots. Basically, it was the same thing in terms of we had all these resources. How do we make them connect so it benefits the community by having a workforce? And what could we do as a school district to supply workers, to train workers? It was a really nice evening. Agenda setting, Mr. Levenstein and myself, and I think the last slide. Mr. Howard, NFA West Mentoring Program, as always. This was a fun event, PTEC, Cyber Awareness Week. This was last Friday. Again, the P in PTEC stands for pathways. It's a choice. It's a program that kids could take. It gives you early college credits. Wonderful kids. It was, when we went, it was IBM, our partner was there, and basically it was the equivalent of speed dating, but there was 17 IBM representatives, all doing different things for IBM, and our students got to sit with each one of them and learn about what they do at IBM. In the afternoon, there was the PTEC Club, which was computers and cookies. What a great group of kids. A lot of fun. There was 2 young men who made a presentation, and it was a wonderful presentation about what they do and how they started this club. And in speaking to the advisors, if I went back 2 years, these kids wouldn't speak to anybody. So we've given them the opportunity to talk about things that make a difference to them. And there had to be 75 kids there at least. So very well attended. Yesterday was a school tour at Heritage. Yesterday also was a call to action follow-up meeting. And one more slide. Yesterday was a meeting with the student board reps. This evening we had a tenure celebration, BOE personnel meeting today, and a BOE meeting tonight. So when I say we're out in the community, we're trying hard. We really are, and we love this community, and we love this school district, and we're going to keep it up. Mr. Howard.
Thank you, Mr. President. So on one slide, you forgot me. I did go to the Chicago. And the only reason I'm going to say that, because I want to give a shout out to Mandy Clifford, her team, the students, the stagehands. It was an incredible performance. I was blown away. The talent that our scholars have in this district. I was blown away. And I happened to be sitting, let me tell you, be careful who you talk about. I happened to be sitting I was talking about the lead, the young lady. I said, man, she's incredible. And I was talking to the person sitting next to me, and the gentleman says, yeah, that's my daughter. I was like, wow, she's incredibly talented. And to find out she was only a sophomore. I mean, the depth that these scholars go through, I mean, you can see the dedication, you can see how much they rehearse, you can see how committed they are to excellence. And on that note, with Fostertown doing what they did, Beauty and the Beast, I thought I was going to see Ray in the play because I saw a picture with him with the mask on. I thought he was a stand-in, but you weren't there that night. So I just want to give kudos to Fostertown because I believe that's a feeder system for what we do at the high school. And those kids were incredibly talented also. They did an incredible job with Beauty and the Beast. And I just want to give them kudos and all that was involved in a part of that production. And just encourage people in the audience and in the community, if you have opportunities to go see our kids perform, please take advantage of it because it's incredible and it's not a waste of money. Absolutely.
Thank you, Mr. Howard. Ms. Burke.
Thank you, John. I forgot to send you something too, but shout out to the Boys and Girls Club. They're an amazing program, but I want to take time to acknowledge them for their before school program. That's their 7:30 to 9:30 program. I encourage parents, if you need before school care, I know it works for me because I got to be to work at 8, but they're a really great program. Also, I attended the GAMS PTO. I encourage everyone, teachers, parents, to go to your school's PTO, PTAs. You find out about events that they're throwing and other fundraisers that they're doing. I know GAMS is doing a holiday bazaar on December 5th. So that's going to be really big. But yeah, shout out to GAMS PTO. I'm not being biased neither, but they're the bomb.
Thank you. Okay, let's move on. We have one resolution that has to get walked on. Mr. McCoy.
The resolution reads as follows. Be it resolved that the board hereby appoints Shaw, Pearlson, May, and Lambert, LLP, to represent the Board of Education and other respondents in the following New York State Commissioner of Education appeals. 1, Rhine versus Board of Education of the Newburgh and Large City School District, ETAL, Commissioner's Appeal Number 22575. 2, Brand versus the Board of Education of the Newburgh and Large City School District, ETAL, Commissioner's Appeal Number 22580. And number 3, Bello versus Board of Education of the Newburgh and Large City School District, ETAL, Commissioner's Appeal 22574, pursuant to the law firm's retainer agreement with the district.
Thank you. To add the resolution, we need a motion and a second.
So moved.
Second?
Roll call.
Discussion.
I'd like to say something. Mr. Shaw, can you please explain what this is?
These litigations are filed publicly. There are 3 petitioners, and they're all making a very similar claim regarding payment to the deputy superintendent who served as acting superintendent from July 1st through September 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
And the district agreed to pay her a per diem of $200 per day. I think it was 65 days. And the resolution was ultimately passed October 14th. And the challenge is that it should be deemed an unconstitutional payment after the fact. There were stay requests by each of the petitioners that were denied by the commissioner. but the appeals need to be litigated to fruition.
So this would be an additional fee on the district in addition to the retainer that's already being paid to defend against these cases. Is that correct?
The retainer covers certain items, but it doesn't cover commissioners' appeals, so that would be at the hourly rate indicated in the retainer.
And is it accurate that one of the petitioners is a sitting board member?
Yes.
So we're paying extra money, taxpayer dollars, for lawsuits brought by sitting board members. I just wanted to clarify that. Thank you.
Yes. This isn't just the appearance of impropriety, this is a blatant conflict of interest. We have, our counsel is a named respondent, and his firm stands to gain financially from this, and I personally do not know and cannot comprehend how any member of this board would use their vote to override their ethical obligations. This is a disgrace.
Ms. Burks.
If we can recall, last year, we had 5 sitting board members that continuously put this district in jeopardization of being sued. When you continuously fire staff members, didn't hire people because you didn't like them, and continue to put an acting superintendent up that didn't have any experience. So the nerve of you to sit up there and talk about how we're wasting money, really? Really?
As a reminder, the motion is to add the resolution. Okay, that's the motion. Then we could go to discussion of the item.
Roll call to add the item. Mr. DeRay,
Yes.
Mr. Howard,
Yes.
Mr. Levinstein,
Yes.
Ms. Politi,
Yes.
Ms. Christine Bello,
No.
Ms. Thomasina Bello,
No.
Mr. Bergarelli,
Yes.
Ms. Burks.
Yes.
Okay, now the item is added. Get a motion in a second.
So moved.
Any discussion on the item? Mr. Levinstein.
So I also think it's a disgrace, but for the complete opposite of Ms. Bello's reasoning.
Any further discussion? Call the vote.
Roll call.
Who's it? Mr. Howard.
Thank you, Mr. President. I think I too have to say, for a member of the board to be suing the board, knowing it's an additional cost to the board, and then want to talk about conflict, I think that's a little disheartening, and I think it's a waste of taxpayers' money. The allegations and the continual serving of legal paperwork to members of this board by board members who know that this is going to be a cost, an additional cost to the board, additional cost of taxpayer money.
Yes, I'd like to respond to that. None of this would be happening if there was an adherence to the law and the policies.
Are you done? Okay. Thank you. Any further discussion? Ms. Politi.
Yeah, I'd just like to say one more thing, that, I mean, our duty here as board members is to make the best decisions we can and be fiscally prudent and keep our agenda student-centered. And all of this nonsense, for lack of better words, is just, again, taking our focus away from what we're really here for, is the children.
Thank you. Any further comments? Let's call the vote.
Roll call. Mr. Howard,
Yes.
Mr. Levinstein,
Yes.
Ms. Politi,
Yes.
Ms. Christine Bello,
No.
Ms. Thomasina Bello. No. Mr. Bergarelli,
Yes.
Ms. Burks,
Yes.
Mr. Duray.
Yes. All right, thank you. We're moving on to 7.1, board member update. Tina Wang, you have the floor.
Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm feeling newly appreciative, or like renewally appreciative of my seat here. I think it's important to witness every phase of this process. So I'm happy to be back to squeeze in one more presentation before we enjoy our holiday break. And I have my clicker here this time, so excellent. Okay. In the spirit of November, I thought it would be appropriate to lead with events our school community is facilitating and endorsing to give back to our community. The Bodega, a student-centered assistance store at Maine, has opened its doors and accepting food and clothing donations for the holiday season. Students are volunteering to shelve items and assist as needed. Various Thanksgiving events have opened for NFA families, including meals at local churches, food distributions on Broadway, and giveaways from our Salvation Army. Each event offers warm hospitality and access to free resources to bring nourishment to our Goldback community. NFA is a proud host of the New York Blood Center, where students, teachers, and staff can donate blood December 4th to aid in the national blood shortage. I am proud to report that teens and adults consistently show out to both volunteer and donate and work the front desk or support donors. Looking ahead, the Student Council is revving up volunteer services for December. Luis and Loretta Stockings is an annual event that carries special significance to our school librarian. Volunteers dress as elves to deliver stockings to the elderly at Sapphire Nursing Home to spread some cheer. On the opposite side of the age spectrum, our Student Council will also be reading to Gidney Avenue elementary schoolers. Okay, following the transition from fall to winter is our arts department at Maine, where the fall production of Chicago was a huge success. I was personally moved watching the play myself because it serves as a reminder that the arts are often discredited, but are just as important as their STEM counterparts. Our musical and drama departments are rehearsing for their respective winter performances, and for those of you who don't know, our band, orchestra, and chorus groups in particular sell carols to classrooms. For teachers, it's a lovely way of supporting the department and its pupils, and for students, it's a really jolly break from work, and for that reason, it's my favorite part of the holidays. Okay, news from West. Ali Mohammed came to participate in West's ongoing guest speaker series. He left them with a purpose: to be the voice of those without a voice, to do what they believe in, and to never give up. Scholars were left feeling encouraged and motivated. The guest speaker series will wrap up in a few weeks with an anti-vaping presentation in collaboration with the FACE team. NFA West is continuing its collaboration with the Downing Park Conservancy to develop a walking tour in the park that visitors can access. Historical points, information on the park's flora and fauna, and prompts for writing and creative engagement will be included. Ninth grade scholars are nearing the end of their orientation for internships and will begin shadowing in early December. Moving on, here is some coverage of our CTE building. So last Thursday, the student board members were invited to tour the new CTE building. Ryan couldn't make it, but there's Miss Soto in the photo. Hi, Miss Soto. And we were in our construction hats, so everything was safe. Okay. Here's some photos I took. I know to the untrained eye, these visuals might seem barren, but if you dare to imagine like walls or furnishing, I think the potential is very palpable. I know we went over this already, but just a brief summary. Program-wise, we're looking at both broadening our existing programs and introducing new ones, such as veterinary technology and grooming. Existing programs will be moved into the new building and equipped with resources dedicated solely to their trade. After asking the managers, I'm happy to share that the building can hold 1,000 students and is expected to reach post-construction mid-July. Fact check me on that. You're good. Don't want to spread any misinformation. The potential and excitement were palpable. When I shared my experience with peers, the most common statements I heard were, "Why do schools always implement cool things right before I leave?" And I would have totally gone the veterinary route if I were born 5 years later. I promised good press, but if I'm speaking candidly, students still hold some skepticism. That might be because of Mr. Howard's point that there's just a lack of information right now, or a lack of positive information, so that it leaves room for rumors or misinformation to take up space. And I wanted to share some comments that I heard, not to present them as a legitimate question, though they might have time to be answered later on, but just to give you an idea of like what students are thinking. Some asked why like a new building was made instead of investing into existing schools, or if the 1,000 student capacity is enough to educate every single interested student across the 4 grades, as interest is sure to spike after the completion of the building. Again, just to give you an idea of where students' heads are at. With that, I thank you for your time, and I hand it back to the board.
Tina, thank you so much. If you could submit your questions to Mr. McCoy, perhaps what we could do is, where we have Dr. Sklar's, the information about the CTE, we'll put some of your FAQs, student FAQs, and then we can continue to populate that.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, moving on to Section 8, Clerk of the Board.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have the approval of the minutes from November 12th.
Thank you. Get a motion and a second on 8-1.
So moved.
Second.
A discussion?
Mr. Levinstein,
Yes.
Ms. Politi,
Yes.
Ms. Christine Bello,
Yes.
Ms. Thomasina Bello,
Yes.
Mr. Bergarelli,
Yes.
Ms. Burks,
Yes.
Mr. Duray,
Yes.
Mr. Howard.
Yes.
That concludes my items, Mr. President.
Thank you, sir. Moving on to item 9, HR agenda. Good evening, Ms. Holder.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have items 9.1 to 9.16 on consent for your approval.
Thank you. Would anybody like to separate out any items? Go ahead, Ms. Bello.
9.15.
Okay. Anyone else? I'll take 9.16. Okay, so we have 9.1 to 9.14. Get a motion and a second.
So moved.
Second?
Thank you. Discussion on these items? Mr. Levinstein?
Thank you, Mr. President. So Ms. Holder is the following an accurate description of the human resources agenda being presented tonight. HR agenda items A through M, including appointment, change of statuses, leave of absences, resignations, and retirements. Supplemental memorandum of agreement between the district and the Newburgh Teachers Association nurses, agreement with the Orange County Employment and Training Administration for 5 state-funded youth employment program positions, extend probation for 3 employees, abolish a data processing position, and create a student records database coordinator, abolish a senior clerk position, and create a principal typist position, resolution to create 3 stipended positions for the Newburgh Supervisors and Administrators Association, approve the following appointments: 504 chairperson, home teacher appointments, Hope Project fall and spring appointments funded by McKinney-Vento funds, Newburgh Free Library after-school homework help appointment, CSI, ATSI, TSI school leadership team appointments, Schedule J appointments, tenure recommendations, rescind and approve Empire after-school program appointments, rescind and approve winter athletic coach. Ms. Holder, is this correct?
Yes, it is, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Levinstein. Any other discussion? That's it.
Ms. Politi,
Yes.
Ms. Christine Bello, Ms. Thomasina Bello,
Yes.
Mr. Bergarelli,
Yes.
Ms. Burks,
Yes.
Mr. Duray,
Yes.
Mr. Howard,
Yes.
Mr. Levinstein.
Yes.
Thank you. Can we get a motion and a second on 9.15, please?
So moved.
Second.
Thank you. Discussion on 9.15. Ms. Bello?
Yeah, I just wanted to know, why is this outside their normal purview for administrators? Don't they normally do planning?
It's not the same. I sent a response to that question earlier today.
I read it. I wasn't impressed. I just thought, you know, these are the top tier salaried employees. And now this is a substantial amount of money if it involves, you know, many more employees than just one. And, you know, I just, you know, in a district where we are lacking teachers, we're using money like it's a pocket change. I just think, I don't agree with it. I think we should prioritize. We need teachers. We need math teachers. We need teachers for English language learners. That should be our main priority. That's just my opinion.
My response to that is, and I mentioned I went to the recruiting fair. We're trying as hard as we can to recruit teachers. And anybody you speak to in the industry will tell you how difficult it is. It's not a matter of we do not want teachers. It's a matter of attracting teachers, retaining the teachers. It's a process. So we're not saying one substitutes for the other. Needing teachers doesn't make this that we don't need these positions too. You can need both. And we do need these positions for exactly the reason there was an answer from Dr. Manning today that went to all the board members. So the reason's been explained, but it's not separate things. We need teachers and we need these positions. Mr. Howard.
Thank you, Mr. President. Dr. Campbell, could you talk about CTE Center planning, preparation, and transition, what that looks like, what it entails, and if it is or is not above what an administrator is already doing, or is this extra work?
I think, as we all know, we do not currently have a Director of Career Technical Educational Services, so we do need an administrator to do that job. To have someone pick up someone else's role is inappropriate. That's outside of the other person's work, and if someone picks up someone else's work, they have to be paid. So it's not that they're an administrator for the district. We all have specific roles. So what that will do is that will continue the planning that we missed in the time that I was not here. So this simple stipend is to create programs and to ensure that we have a building that's open. It's not very simple. It's more complicated than that.
Also, can you speak to the NFA main campus design, what that looks like, what that entails? And
Sure. December of 2024, as we were touring spaces that will need to be renovated as we are opening the CTE Center, we do need someone to design that space. Again, we do not have a sitting Director of Career Technical Education, so those spaces also need to be designed. That's not the role or the responsibility of an existing administrator. That person is not in.
thank you, Dr. Campbell.
Mr. Bergarelli.
Give it to me.
The Director of Planning and Accountability, that position has been vacant. So that position, that salary is $200,000. So in all actuality, this prorated stipend of $15,000 is approximately $185,000 less than we would be paying for that administrator. So the work doesn't go away.
So, Dr. Campbell, I would just like to say, so when we have resolutions such as these, and I know the assumption is that people know what it entails and what it looks like, I would appreciate, going forward, if we can have those explanations done when that resolution is presented.
Sure. But perhaps what I will do is we'll make them public.
Not for the board members, for the public.
Yes. So we'll make them public so that the entire public could see them.
There you go, thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Bergarelli.
Thank you, Mr. President. Just real quick, two-part to this question. Are we actively interviewing and hiring qualified teachers? And do these stipends in any way stop us from hiring qualified teachers?
Absolutely not. Those are two different roles. Mr. DeRay said it best. We need teachers and we need administrators. One does not supersede the next. We have specific roles for the jobs that we do in order to operate the district and programs.
Any further discussion?
Ms. Christine Bello,
No.
Ms. Thomasina Bello,
No.
Mr. Bergarelli,
Yes.
Ms. Burks,
Yes.
Mr. DeRay,
Yes.
Mr. Howard,
Yes.
Mr. Levinstein,
Yes.
Ms. Politi.
Yes.
Thank you. Item 9.16 is a resolution to approve a tenure recommendation for Patricia McCabe, teaching assistant at Valesgate, a very important day in career, so congratulations to Patricia McCabe. Could we get a motion and a second on 9.16?
So moved.
Any discussion on 9.16?
Point of order, you got a motion. Who's the second?
Second.
Thank you.
Any discussion on 9.16?
Mr. Bergarelli,
Yes.
Ms. Burks,
Yes.
Mr. DeRay,
Yes.
Mr. Howard,
Yes.
Mr. Levinstein.
Yes.
Ms. Politi,
Yes.
Ms. Christine Bello,
Yes.
Ms. Thomasina Bello.
Yes.
Thank you. We're moving on to Section 10, Assistant Superintendent of Finance. Good evening, Ms. Roaring.
Good evening, Mr. DeRay. The Finance Division presents items 10.1 to 10.7 for your consideration on consent.
Okay. Would anybody like to separate out any item? No? Okay. Get a motion and a second, please.
Second.
Any discussion on any item? Go ahead, sir.
Ms. Burks,
Yes.
Mr. DeRay,
Yes.
Mr. Howard,
Yes.
Mr. Levinstein.
Yes.
Ms. Politi,
Yes.
Ms. Christine Bello,
Yes.
Ms. Thomasina Bello,
Yes.
Mr. Bergarelli.
Yes.
Thank you. We're moving to Section 11, Assistant Superintendent, CIO, DPO. Ms. McGrath, good evening.
Thank you, Mr. President. The Division of Technology and Data presents for the Board's consideration on consent items 11.1 and 11.2.
Thank you. Would anybody like to separate out 11.1 or 11.2? Any discussion on 11.1 or 11.2? Could we get a motion and a second on?
So move.
Second.
Thank you. Any discussion? Yes, sir.
Mr. DeRay,
Yes.
Mr. Howard,
Yes.
Mr. Levinstein.
Yes.
Ms. Politi,
Yes.
Ms. Christine Bello,
Yes.
Ms. Thomasina Bello,
Yes.
Mr. Bergarelli,
Yes.
Ms. Burks.
Yes.
Thank you. This concludes my items.
Thank you. Item 12, Assistant Superintendent, C&I Elementary. Dr. Soto this evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President. On behalf of Dr. O'Grady, who cannot be with us this evening, I present on her behalf Agenda Item 12.1 and 12.2 for the Board's consideration on consent.
Thank you. Would anyone like to separate out either item? Get a motion and a second on 12.1 and 12.2?
So moved.
Second.
Thank you. Discussion on either item? That's it.
Mr. Howard,
Yes.
Mr. Levinstein.
Yes.
Ms. Politi,
Yes.
Ms. Christine Bello,
Yes.
Ms. Thomasina Bello,
Yes.
Mr. Bergarelli,
Yes.
Ms. Burks,
Yes.
Mr. DeRay.
Yes. Moving on, Assistant Superintendent, C&I Secondary, item 13, Dr. Soto.
Thank you. On our behalf, I present Agenda Item 13.1 for the Board's consideration on consent.
Thank you. Get a motion and a second on 13.1?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion on 13.1? Go ahead, sir.
Mr. Levinstein,
Yes.
Ms. Politi,
Yes.
Ms. Christine Bello,
Yes.
Ms. Thomasina Bello,
Yes.
Mr. Bergarelli,
Yes.
Ms. Burks,
Yes.
Mr. DeRay,
Yes.
Mr. Howard.
Abstain.
Thank you. That concludes our items for this evening.
Thank you, Dr. Soto. Item 14, Assistant Superintendent Exceptional Learners. Good evening again, Mr. McGrath.
The Division of Exceptional Learners presents for the board's consideration on consent item 14.1.
Thank you. Got a motion and a second on 14.1?
So moved.
Second.
Discussion on 14.1? That's it.
Ms. Politi,
Yes.
Ms. Christine Bello,
Yes.
Ms. Thomasina Bello,
Yes.
Mr. Bergarelli,
Yes.
Ms. Burks,
Yes.
Mr. Duray,
Yes.
Mr. Howard,
Yes.
Mr. Levinstein.
Yes.
Thank you. That brings us to item 15, public comment on agenda items only. This is 2 minutes, public or anybody at the, any board member, but also limited to 2 minutes.
Is it on? No. Yeah, all right. I don't know if I can do this, but I'm going to ask first, right? So I did want to relate my comment to your, our mission comment as Go Back in Community, and I wanted to comment on that. Is that fair?
Fair.
To use? Okay. So my comment is quick. Thank you to everyone who attended the SEPSA, the Special Education Parent Teacher Student Association informational meeting. And thank you as well to those who reached out by email to express interest in being part of the Newburgh Enlarged City School District SEPSA. Your presence, engagement, and passion truly made the conversation meaningful. We are grateful for every family member, faculty member, and community partner who took the time to learn more about how a special education parent-teacher student association can support our students, our schools, and our community. As we move forward, our next step is planning for the pre-charter meeting, which is required before officially forming a SEPSA for the Newburgh Enlarged City School District. To advance to the next phase, we will need at least 25 committed individuals to participate. Your continued involvement is essential, and we hope you will join us in building something impactful for the Newburgh Enlarged City School District families. I also want to share a brief personal note about how this journey began 2 years ago, even though I think it was 3. A friend, Shade, and I, just 2 moms sitting in a Dunkin' Donuts on a Zoom meeting with the National PTA, started exploring what a SEPSA could mean for our district, to see how far this idea has come, and to witness the energy and unity from families, community members, district leaders, and supporters from neighboring districts is truly moving. I am happy to see that this finally is happening for our district. Thank you again for your voice commitment. Thank you again for your commitment, your voice, and your belief in the power of collaboration. Together, we are building something important for our children. Thank you.
Thank you. Would anyone else like to speak on agenda items? 2 minutes. Good evening.
Is this on? Hello, there we go. I want to take this opportunity to say thank you to our current board president, to our current superintendent, and to all of you, our current board members, who have taken and pushed us forward. I want to say happy Thanksgiving to you. I am very proud as I drive. I don't live far from where the CTE building is, and each time I drive up West Street, and as a gold bag and a scholar of this district, I am proud to point there and tell others. They say, "What's that?" And I start explaining. I want you to know also, I believe we need to connect the dots to all of those people who have gone before. I'm a retiree of this district. I'm a student of this district. My children grew up here. They've graduated, gone to college. Not only that, hallelujah, my nephews and all of them that I know have succeeded here in this wonderful district. And I want to tell you thank you during this Thanksgiving season. Keep driving and going forward.
Thank you. Thank you. Anyone else on agenda items? Yes, sir. Please approach.
So tell me,
Mr. Ryan,
what, no, I don't
all,
understand. You can get a
all
contract.
comments come to
Okay,
the chair.
so, Mr. DeRay, my comment is to you. You're giving contracts to all these other folks, but the teachers are waiting in the lurch for 147 days. You say you care? That's gaslighting. You can't tell me you care, because I care. Enough! You don't want to pay the price of these lawsuits? Stop misbehaving,
Thank you, sir.
period.
Any other comments on agenda items for 2 minutes? Good evening.
Good evening, everyone. Just wanted to say thank you, Dr. Manning Campbell, for sharing tonight an update for the entire community on the CTE building and the program. I know there's been a lot of questions out there about it, and people want to know what's happening and how we're moving that forward, and everyone's very excited. So thank you for clearing up some misinformation and for updating the community so that we're all aware of what's happening. And I just want to wish you all a very happy Thanksgiving and a very happy Thanksgiving to all the employees of the Newburgh Enlarged City School District. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? All right, got a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
Ms. Christine Bello? Ms. Thomasina Bello?
Yes.
Mr. Bergarelli?
Yes.
Ms. Burks?
Yes.
Mr. DeRay?
Yes.
Mr. Howard?
Yes.
Mr. Levenstein?
Yes.
Ms. Politi?
Yes.